Hey, what it is, y'all? So I'm here today to talk about why the Hawks absolutely have to trade Trae Young. It's time for Trae Young to go, man. Not only because, first of all, let me just tell y'all what this guy's shooting percentage is. Trae Young is currently shooting 37% from the field, 19% from the three-point line, 17% from the three-point line. Let that sink in for a minute, man. Now, he wasn't doing too much better last year. I've been saying this for a couple of years that the Hawks need to go ahead and move on from Trae Young. Now, the reason I'm saying they need to move on from Trae Young, they got to move on from Trae Young is because of Jalen Johnson. Have y'all seen Jalen Johnson lately? This man is averaging 22, 10, shooting 56% from the field, 41% from the three-point line. He ain't playing, man. The reason Trae Young shooting percentage ain't never looking good because of the bad shots. The reason I'm bringing that up is because the Hawks lost a game the other day to, I forgot who it was, man. They lost 2 games in a row or whatever after that long winning streak that they went on. You know, they lost a couple games in a row. Okay, cool. That happens sometime. Soon as that happened, you got Trae Young fans in the comments or Trae Young fans all on the internet. Oh, see what I'm saying? They trying to say the Hawks don't need Trae Young, blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, the Hawks are what? 11-7 this year, man. Look like they're doing very well to me. Nobody said they were going to go 82-0 without Trae Young. Nobody said that. But if Trae Young was on this team right now, the Hawks would not have the record that they have. I'm just being honest. They would be a 500 team like they always are with Trae Young. The guy's not a winner. Now I already know what you Trae Young fans gonna say. Man, he took the Hawks all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. He did it. Okay, yeah, he did that. How long ago that was, man? What have he done since then? It don't look like he's been doing it getting worse and worse and worse because the league done figured him out. The league has figured out how to play Trae Young. It all started with that. The very next year, them playing Miami in the playoffs, and Miami just crowded him, and he couldn't do nothing. So the league done figured out Trae Young. As a result, hence, that's why he playing the way he playing. Look at his shooting percentage. Just look at how he playing, man. And also, when there's a young player like Jalen Johnson on the team, let me get back to Jalen Johnson for a minute. This is the whole reason of this video. When you got a player like Jalen Johnson on the team that's ascending, a young player that's ascending, and you got a veteran on the team that's used to it being his team, you got to trade that guy, man. You got to move on from him because the dynamics don't work. Trae Young is uncomfortable with the situation. I've been saying it for a couple of years. Jalen Johnson is the best player on this team. And if the Hawks wanted to win, Jalen Johnson got to be their best player, not Trae Young. When Trae Young is in the lineup, it becomes about Trae Young. Because he cannot change his basketball style, the way he plays. It's hard for him to do. He been playing this way his whole life. He always have been able to do what he wants to do on the basketball court. Because he's been the best player, and coming up in AAU, the coach can't do nothing with him because he's the best player. He get to do whatever he wants. Get to college, gets to do whatever he wants because he's the best player. So when he got to the pros, want to do whatever he wanted to do and play the way he wanted to play. Got a couple of coaches fired. Now that Jalen Johnson is ascending and Trae Young is not the best player on the team, it's clear to everybody that's not a Trae Young fan that he's not the best player on the team. I don't care how many stats you put up. You can put up 25 and 11. It doesn't impact winning. Jalen Johnson impacts winning. Trae Young is just putting up stats. I've been saying it for the longest. He's just putting up selfish stats. He's LaMelo Ball. And yeah, like I said, y'all gonna keep bringing up that what he did in 2021, taking them to the conference finals. He did that. Okay. What are y'all, Dallas Cowboys fans or something? I'm just saying, y'all understand the what I'm trying to say? The Dallas Cowboys fans still living off them 90s Super Bowls. That's all they say. All right, man, we got 5 championships we won back in the 90s. Okay, and it's the same thing Trae Young fans do because he took them to the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, he did that. Now what? What is he doing right now? Is the question. What is he doing right now? So that 2021 stuff, man, what you gonna just hold on to him no matter how bad he playing? No matter how terrible he look out there on the court, hurting his team with them long 3-pointers, and every time he shoot one and miss, the team going on a fast break the other way, and he ain't gonna play no defense. So what are you holding on to him for? Let me tell you, man. One thing I learned about my city of Atlanta. It seems that they don't care too much about actual winning. They care a lot about how it looks. Josh Smith, Michael Vick, Trae Young. They care about how good it looks while you're losing. Man, you seen them logo threes he hit, man. He was out there shaking and baking. He put the ball through somebody's he did a nutmeg, put the ball through their legs and laid it up. Man, you see it, boy, he on Sports Center. Yeah. What's that doing for you? I'm a Hawks fan. I'm not a Trae Young fan. I'm a Atlanta Hawks fan. If Trae Young is on my team and fine. But if Trae Young's on my team and we doing good with him looking that way, fine. If Trae Young was impacting winning, fine. I love this guy. But if he's not impacting winning and you paying this guy $40-something million a year, and see, this is the thing I'm saying, man. When we be saying trade Trae Young, they thinking, okay, well, y'all talking about the Hawks going to be better without Trae Young. If you trade Trae Young, let me give y'all some... For the Trae Young fans out there that don't understand what we saying, we just not saying let's just not move. Let's just not have Trae Young on the team, and just get rid of him for nothing in return. That's not what we saying. If you trade Trae Young fans, you will get a player back for him, a player that will fit this team better, a point guard that will fit this team better. You're going to get a player back for him, a good player. You don't just get rid of him just to get rid of him. No, you still have a player coming back for him. Plus, that frees up money on the books that you can go out and get better players with that money that Trae Young is tying up, man. How y'all don't understand that? It's not just get rid of Trae Young. When you trade him, you get a player back for him. You get assets back for him. And most of the time, you get a chance to free up that money that he's taking up that he's not worth. He's not worth $40-something million a year. He's just not. You lose with him. You be a 500 team, and you're the 9th seed in the East every year with him. What you holding on to him for? What you holding on for? Anyway, man, I'm out. Just wanted to say that, man. The Hawks need to move on from Trae Young. This Jalen Johnson's team. He was averaging 20 and 10 last year before he got hurt. Trae Young was already shooting 40% from the field, 39% from the field last year. How long you gonna hold on to that, man? I'm out.